Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to do one more problem, that is to construct the hyperbola. So this is the problem which is to be solved. The vertex of the hyperbola is 40 mm from its focus. Draw the curve if the eccentricity is 3/2. Also draw a tangent and normal at any point on the curve. So first of all, you should draw the two lines because we are using the Directrix and focus method. So first of all, to draw the hyperbola, we need to draw a vertical line. A fixed vertical line is called the Directrix. A fixed vertical line, we need to draw a fixed vertical line. So this line is being called Directrix. Then on the Directrix, we need to draw a perpendicular line. That perpendicular line should pass through the focus. That line is called the axis. So a line needs to be drawn that should be perpendicular to the Directrix and that passes through the focus. That line is to be called axis. Let us assume that this line, perpendicular axis line, cuts the Directrix at A. In case of hyperbola, you should remember that eccentricity of hyperbola is always greater than 1. And the eccentricity is equal to, that is the distance from the focus to the vertex and from vertex to the Directrix, V by A. And in this case, if you see, the distance from the vertex to the focus is given, which is 40. So VF is given, which is 40 mm. And the eccentricity, which is E, that is equal to 3/2. So E is equal to 3/2. So we need to determine the distance from vertex to the Directrix, that is VA. So it means that is equal to 3/2 is 40 by VA. So that means VA is equal to 40 into 2 by 3. That is 80 by 3. 80 by 3 means, so that is 20. VA is 26.66 mm. So let's take it 27 mm. So this is the first thing which you need to do. You need to find out these values. So let's draw these values. So VA, what does mean? VA is the distance from Directrix point A to the vertex. So first of all, I have to keep the scale at the vertex, at the point A, which is at the Directrix. So I have to draw the 27 mm. So 27 mm is, this is 27 mm, and this will give me the vertex point, V point. Now from the vertex, I have to draw the focus point, V, that is the distance from vertex to the focus, which is 40. So now I will keep a scale here. So I will measure on the axis 40 mm. So this is my F. So these are the first two things which we need to do. Then after doing that, we have to draw the VC point. VC point. VC should be equal to VF. That means again to the 40. So from keeping the scale at the V, and I will measure the 40. So this is my 40. And now drawing a very thin line, light line. So this is my C point. So I will join this VC with a straight line and extend that line beyond C point with a light line. Okay, after doing this, after drawing this line, I have to take the compass and keeping the compass open as whatever you wish, and cutting the different points on the axis. First keeping the compass at V, I cut the point, then at that point I'm cutting again the different points on the axis of equidistances. Now I can name these points. This point I can name, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After cutting these points, I will draw the vertical lines from these points, and those vertical lines should intersect this inclined line like this. So at this point, and same goes to all these lines, to all these points. Okay, so after drawing these points has intersect the inclined line. So let's name, this was 1, so this is 1 prime, this was 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime, 5 prime, and so on you can draw. Then what we need to do, we need to open up a compass and measure A1 and 1 prime, taking this as a distance. So see, like this. Now, after taking this distance on the compass, now keeping the center as the focus, F, cutting this line, 1, 1 line. Now, same procedure needs to be followed. Now, keeping the compass at 2 and opening up it up to the 2 prime. So, measuring the distance here, see. Now, keeping the center F, that is the focus, cutting this line, 2, 2 line. So, same goes to this line also, 3 and 3 prime, taking the measurement there, and now keeping the compass at F as a center and cutting this line, 3, 3 line. Now I'll go for the fourth one. So keeping the F as the center, cutting this line. Now fifth and the last one. So you can go as many as points you can draw. Now F as the center and cutting this line. Now after cutting these lines, we need to join these lines with a freehand sketch. So these are the points, intersectional points. So with a freehand curve, I'll join these points with a freehand curve with the vertex. So this is my hyperbola, my dear students. This is the first thing which was needed. Now we have to draw a tangent and the normal on this curve. Now let's take any point on this curve. Let's say I will take this point 2. So let's name this point 2 as P. Now what I need to do, I need to join this point with the focus. Now I am joining this with the focus. So joining this with the focus. After joining this with the focus, I need to draw the perpendicular line, 90-degree line on this. So this is at keeping the protector here and measuring the 90-degree angle. So like this. Now joining these points, these 2 points, this point and this, and extending that line up to the directrix. And this line cuts the directrix at T. Now what we need to do, we need to connect this T point with the P point tangent on this hyperbola. This is the tangent on the hyperbola. Next, we need to keep the protractor here and drawing the normal by measuring the 90-degree angle again, like this, and joining these 2 points together, these 2 points together, and this line represents my normal. So this is how we have to draw the hyperbola, and drawing a tangent and the normal on that hyperbola. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you enjoyed this class, please do share, and if you are new to my channel, also subscribe and press the bell icon of the channel. Thank you very much for watching me.